Alright, so y'all don't know, I just had to charge up my battery. Alright, so anyway, start over again from what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. Uh, this, I said speculation, but it might not be speculation. With me, my track record, it's not speculation. I can say that it maybe is a revelation being revealed. I mean, it's something. The reason I'm saying this because I'm not worried about being, this my whole series of videos is evidence of a conspiracy. I'm not worried about the, you know, tinfoil, put on your tinfoil hat comments, all that shit. This one, it really hits home for all of us, black folks. Seriously, which even I don't, if you ever had the conversation with the, nowadays some of them called pro-blacks or not even that, even the street dudes, but they supposed to be the educated one, not even educated, but knowledge and reading books and so, and it's not worried about being ostracized or shunned. It's just personally, it's just like, man, I can't believe this shit. You know what I'm starting to piece together. I started thinking like, if it's a piece together, maybe just being revealed slowly. Maybe a couple months ago, I think. Is it? All right. So, and it goes back to school. I just go ahead and stop trying to explain, and before I put it out there, trying to make it more understandable, palatable, whatever, so you can swallow it. But all right, back in school, anybody who you ain't even had to get good grades, but paid a little bit of attention in grade school history class. Maybe it depends on the region you went to grade school and middle school. You learned about the political parties and which one was free the slaves, the Republicans. All right, so even I was of the even not even I mean, I would say I started thinking what a lot of people are trying to say when somebody brings up, actually it was the Republicans who freed the slaves. First, you got had to deal with the again what I'm always talking about with the just these type of niggas that always competing, that feel like and they to them is more like a challenge about knowledge. And right now, this is way more serious than somebody just trying to outshine you, either in your smoking weed session with the homies and the females, and y'all philosophize, but at work, and all y'all serious, Alright, if you see where I'm going, if it sounds like I'm rambling, just try to bear with me. Alright, uh, so yeah, alright, so yeah, a lot of us been on it, like, but you didn't say it not because you didn't want to be called a sellout or whatever, like, oh, you want to be a Republican. No, that's not it. You just didn't want to be the know-it-all. Had nothing to do with politics. Just like, hey, little schoolboy, and really that didn't bother at least me. It's just really, they all come with that shit. You blowing our high, shut the fuck up. And it's like, whatever, I guess that is peer pressure, maybe. Uh, but anyway, so, alright, so even I, was going along with, there was just a major change for some reason. Not some reason. What I'm saying, we know during the civil rights movement, 50s and 60s and shit like that, and the parties switched, and maybe not just the civil rights movement, but that the woman suffrage, all that shit, right? All of this good stuff, supposedly, air quotes. All right, so then we always, like me, I say a lot of us made an effort to not call niggas who's doing good house niggas, for a fact. even in school, I was already on that tip. He getting good grades. That ain't no reason he not. You know, or if he's now you're working, he getting promoted. That don't mean he a house nigga, man. Shit, that's just dumb for you to be mad. Shit, he ain't. I can see if you being an asshole to us. Shit, then yeah, you say something. But if he just ain't doing the same, like say y'all all started together, and now he seemed to change. Like he got to change. He can't be your friend no more. At work. And if he's smart, he got to cut you off after work because y'all gonna get mad unless you the type that can handle him getting promoted. And still hang with him after work. It's really on you. That's a real insecurity, not that shit they try to make nowadays. Basically, cheaters try to use the word insecurity all the time. You know, but all right. So, and recently it's just become apparent the feeling in your gut that the house niggas are the Democrats. Shit, and y'all could be like, well, wait a minute, they're all black, or at least in the white folks, they got all the white liberals, and it's like, yeah, but everybody's pointing out they're the ones who are the racists, the white liberals. They're the ones who telling you can't. That voter fraud is making people have an ID, and that's their excuses. That's disenfranchising, keeping black folks from voting, and black people are pointing out that's the most racist shit y'all done ever said. So you're saying we're too stupid to know where to go get a fucking $20 ID or $15 state ID, not even a driver's license, just the ID. That's the racist shit. And y'all said, oh, the Republicans are so racist. And then the white liberals are the ones telling you you're too stupid to vote. You can't do this for yourself. You can't do this for yourself. The women too stupid to use birth control, so make sure abortion is legal. Just everybody is stupid. The men stupid. Everybody is black people stupid. You need the government to be your daddy. And and then I started thinking like, okay, now this is the part that's not conspiracy. This is more like, is it? Because they got these new groups, the new sayings, ADOS, all this new whack shit. Remind me of the motherfuckers I didn't like back in high school. Phony motherfuckers way back in the day. But, yeah, I'm starting to think, that shit's supposed to stand for African descendant of slaves. And it's like, it should be also ADNS, African descendant of house niggas. So what did that be? African descendant ADHN. You're not ADOS nigga, you ADHN, African descendant of house niggas. Now we get into genetics. Like, is it possible that some blacks were genetically disposed to sell out other blacks? I'm trying not. This part is me. This is just me. You laugh. You could shut up. You fucking idiot. You out here. I don't have a degree in genetics. Clearly, I mean I don't know genetics study except for what we learned about RNA and DNA and shit like that way back in high school and middle school science test biology class. But all right. Or because you think, that's another thing. When you think that's why I said, you tried to understand house niggas. We all was like, yeah, shit, I know I would have been in the field, or they probably would have killed me. And then you got people like, nigga, you don't know what you would have done in slavery time, so just stop it. You the biggest motherfucker right out here, but you probably been the first one to break down. So that's why, we just don't, disrespect him, the memory of the ones who probably was inside the house while everybody else was in the field. We don't know what happened. All right, but now it's starting with these Democrats and these older ones like Maxine Waters, Al Green, and all these motherfuckers. It's starting to look like maybe it is, because you would think that what they did was just pick a couple that they need to work in the house. It didn't matter who. It just give them extra favors. And no matter how, whatever, they gon', eventually be on master side. You think it's like that, but maybe they were genetically disposed to do this, and I don't know how they picked them out. Cause it's like, how come we are turned off? Some of us, cause like I said, I see there are black females and other black people who are speaking out against these Democrats, especially females. Like, no, it's not racism. That's our biggest problem. It's this and that, and you know, and they know it. It's this Democratic Party giving you all these freebies for getting pregnant, and they like, no, we're not doing that. And you raising up all these males. They gonna be angry and they want money and they want pussy and this and that. Or either hell nowadays the way it's going, you raising them up to just be biologically male, but want to be a female. 6'2" in a skirt with muscles bigger than mine, flat stomach, motherfucker could be a goddamn uh, shooting guard or something, but instead he want to be a ballerina. I mean, this is a fact. And we already seen it. But alright, so is it? Cause like I said, how come like these people be making? I mean, literally make you want to actually strangle them, especially nowadays with this. Just like, oh, they so racist. It's like, what did the motherfucker say that is so racist? He didn't say nothing that was racist. Everybody he talked about literally did something to be talked about like that. You know, that female ambassador that got fired. She did something to get fired. He didn't talk about her because she was a female. Oh, she's a white female. And Trump is trying to intimidate her. No, she fucked up. Since when being a female gives you the right to fuck up, especially a job at the embassy in the Ukraine? No, you can be a female, but you can't fuck up. I mean, and so what I'm saying is maybe the Democratic Party never changed. Maybe neither party never changed. What happened was the House niggas took over. They became senators, and California they became senators, and you didn't want to, because like I said, we all thought it was just something that some niggas just didn't want to do good. And then you start thinking, well, we understand. Then the reports came out. The CIA they did put crack in the neighborhood, but they said it wasn't racism, which I will say I saw one of those documentaries where they're in the '90s and they had people from California who, where all that crack shit really came from, but they were questioning when the CIA had, and the way he said it, just from my experience in the military with them type of officers, I don't think he was lying. He when he said no. Normally you don't believe shit like that coming from them type of mo, but from the people in the intelligence community, it's just the way he was like insulted more, and not even because I'm not a racist that insults me. It was more that like we wasn't thinking about that. They literally what he was saying was true. They wasn't thinking about that. It was I know I didn't have no big job or like that inside. I'm just saying, just being around those type of folks, they uh I think that motherfucker was telling the truth when he said we did. Basically, what the closest I can break it down in layman terms, if meth had been invented in 1979, 80, and it was popping like that in trailer parks, they would have put it in the trailer park. They would have went with meth. I think they didn't give a fuck about that. They needed some money for what he say for they slush or black ops. They needed another way to make money, and that's what he was saying. That's what I believe. I don't, because for a while they were saying, oh, it was the engineer to destroy the black man. What I'm saying is I'm not excusing them. Trust me, believe me. I'm saying I think that motherfucker was telling the truth. I just got a vibe like, is somebody moving in their apartment where there's a person moving around? Remember, I think I pointed out last week, I don't remember a vehicle coming over. There's a new gang stalker in town. It's raining kind of hard. Right there, the middle one. Yeah, they just walking around and they just opened their door. So anyway, So what I'm saying is it not? Is it? I think not. My thing is it is a serious problem with these house niggas are in got elected. Cause think about it, a lot of them got elected in the early '90s, right? Roger Cummings and them in the '80s, and still they was still riding that '60s and '50s vibe, marching with Martin Luther King and this and that, and they still trying to ride it. And they in their '80s now, '90s, whatever. And that's how they got elected. So that's easy. That really explains why all of us were fooled. Republicans, black folks who voted for him, you know, and continued to vote for him. But now it's over. Come on, y'all gotta wake up now. It ain't no, it's no shame to not vote for them. They still beating that horse racism and this and that. But you clearly see that the cities that they ran for the last 30 years, were in charge of for the last 30 years, are in shambles. No, bro, you see that they corrupt. You know, it don't. It's not disrespecting to the civil rights movement, to black people, your dead ancestors. Matter of fact, it's disrespect to let them use their memory to keep up their shenanigans and bullshit and their corrupt shit, pocketing all the money instead of doing what's right for these homeless black folks and white folks, people, period, and then trying to replace us with illegal aliens. Come on, man. Like I said, I know for a fact, again, liberals. Oh, but see, they still trying it. They got videos now. Oh, they do the jobs that Americans don't want to do. And see, they basically like they think they all come here working in orange groves. So what are they doing in cities like my old city, this city, where they ain't got no fucking orange groves? What jobs are they? I know for a fact they're in factories. Just like that one that got busted a couple of months ago, I think in Tennessee. I seen that years ago. I thought they were legal. I was like, how are they working it? Because we gotta, you gotta show up with your ID and Social Security card and 2 forms of ID. So I'm thinking that, these motherfuckers, this is in 2005, 6. These motherfuckers, they can't speak English. These motherfuckers, they must be, but no, they do hire illegals. But the rest of us, we got to show all types of fucking ID to get a fucking job, only $9 an hour. And these Democrats trying to replace us because they don't want to do their job and still keep getting all that free good money as a politician instead of doing what they supposed to. And I think, like I said, everybody just thought, well, it's just in the city, they don't want to do it. No, it's these motherfuckers kept screaming racism every time somebody, a white person, or a black person, or any of it, somebody from that city who grew up there tried to speak out. How dare you? I marched with Martin Luther King, John Lewis and all these motherfuckers and shit like that. And we all just, just moved on. And the rest of them, I guess we can't help them, da-da-da. But we ain't know motherfuckers were deliberately keeping them like that. Psychological, all types of shit. Who knows how far, how deep this shit goes. More than just subliminal, all types of, conditioning to keep them thinking that, somebody's holding them back. The white man holding them back and shit. And the rest of us, and we're trying to say, like, nigga, I don't even think about that. I just go. You know what I'm saying? I need a job. I'm looking for a job that says this address. Y'all see that address. Oh, that's in the white folks' neighborhood. I ain't going out there. And we not thinking about, I'm doing this to make niggas look bad. No, it's like, well, shit, this is where the job's at. I gotta go out there. Only thing I might be mad about is the gas money. Oh, shit, it's pretty far. Oh, but shit, it offsets because it's worth it, It pays such and such amount an hour, shit. Yeah, that's definitely worth it, shit. About $40 a week in gas, I still got $500 left, pay, da-da-da-da. Something like that. All right, it makes sense. I can do this. When that thing, oh shit, a white man holding me back. We thinking of other goals. Well, I'm gonna start this business. I gotta do this. I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. We ain't thinking about the white man holding us back. That never crosses your fucking mind at all. The only thing that crosses your mind is other black folks. the whole time. Now we see why. It's a shame a white man had to do it. But it's not a shame on him. It's a shame, again, on these motherfuckers that we trusted to be in charge. That's where the shame falls. That's why I call them out. That's why I call out what the ones they call the squad, or the AOC, the liberal, Bernie Sanders, or he ain't even the liberal, the socialists. These motherfuckers are crazy. And y'all crazy for voting for these people. And trying to, just mad. And like I said, they're still mad about that motherfucker that got killed. It's like they're mad that General Soleimani or whatever. How in the fuck could y'all sit there? There's no way you could change it. Look at this idiot keep coming out. I mean, this day, whatever. I mean, they're literally like, I'm getting worried. These motherfuckers are so desperate. And I tell you, from knowing gang stalkers in person. Matter of fact, I gotta come back and tell y'all about. I went to work the last 2 days, right? And the motherfucker they sent with me, another, but this, like I said, this place, it'd be, a lot of down and out people, right? These motherfuckers are hateful. And it's not just because this person right here, she stays in a hotel room and all this and that. No, it's the same anger that Al Green has, that representative of Maxine Waters, that same type of anger. Wishing motherfuckers would die. That's how angry these motherfuckers are. You're like, why would you still transport them? I ain't worried about that. Now, plus I need to hear where their minds are at. And they got connections, and that I think these motherfuckers got connected in Iran, and who knows what these motherfuckers want something to happen to us, our own people. They want all the motherfuckers. The squad, what's the girl name? The Ilha, the Muslim is not, cause she, I don't give a fuck. The other ones that be standing behind her, these motherfuckers are mad that they took that general out, and they trying to say, oh, it's because they're escalating. No, he finished the shit that y'all was gonna let keep going on and giving them money. He just finished it. So these motherfuckers really want something to happen. We need this shit scares the fuck out of me, because these motherfuckers are that motherfucking rabid, like rabid dogs, rabid. That who knows what they would do, and then be like, oh, see, we told you it was Trump. See. No, I ain't watched too many movies. No, the way you see the hatred and the anger, like, how dare you show these folks that we could have ended this shit long time ago. And now on top of it, we're mad because now we're safer, and we don't, we didn't do it. Instead, we kept giving them money, and we clearly see this motherfucker was not playing. There's a difference. You be diplomatic with somebody who you can be diplomatic with. Somebody who shows you, it's just like in real life, your personal life. You see a motherfucker mean you no good, and no matter what you try to do, we all had that situation. You was being too diplomatic. And ended up having to learn the hard way. And some people learned the hard way, and it's too late. They're dead. And it's like, no, we learn from other people's mistakes. We ain't playing with this motherfucker no more. And these motherfuckers are mad. It's just, who knows how crazy these folks are crazy. Like I said, that explains these Democrats and all the black on black violence since the 80s and 90s, how it got so bad. So they can sit there, the preachers and the woman, oh, not my baby, oh, poor Peanut, poor Pookie, and shit like this, and the innocents, we was just having a party for 13-year-old Tamika. But these old gangbangs, they came by and shot up everybody. It turned out her older brother, he was in the gang, but all those little innocent kids, they want all this shit like in Chicago to keep going on. Just crazy. If you bring it up, you a racist, or you sympathizer with white supremacy for bringing it up. Stop bringing up Chicago. Nigga, fuck you, bitch. You stupid as hell. Boy, y'all motherfuckers crazy. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. This shit ain't finna keep going on. I mean, and then you like, well, why? Because y'all started with us, the whole country, especially in the last 3 years since y'all came out. Pelosi, all these motherfuckers, Adam Schiff, All this shit intact the whole fucking country. Be down what everybody else want. Y'all just don't want it. So that's why we're bringing up Chicago worldwide, letting everybody know, hell no, we don't trust fucking Democrats. Fuck that shit, bitch. You crazy as hell. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna never get back in office. I don't care what y'all do. Not as long as we still out, we making sure y'all motherfuckers ain't never, unless y'all gotta definitely turn all that shit around, which probably would be literally take a couple of months to clean up your fucking cities. That's the sad part about it. San Francisco full of shit. LA motherfuckers staying in tents. Goddamn got mid typhoid fever, all types of shit that's supposed to have been eradicated in the dark ages. Those types of disease back in LA now. All that shit probably get cleaned up in a couple of weeks, actually. That's the sad fucking part. Then you got all these motherfuckers going to school for social work. Shit, give them some fucking jobs. And let them deal with the homeless people. Help them out. Hell, they got to pay off student loans. They got them damn degrees in social work and community service or whatever. Shit, that's where all that money y'all been stealing can go to. Stupid bitch.